Hey everybody, it's Mark again, and I want to talk about a purchase I recently did. I've said this in other videos, but I suck when it comes to soldering. And I saw an ad on Facebook or YouTube, but anyway, there's this gun that you purchase. The solder comes down as you click a button, and that way you heat up the item and the solder meets that item. It's supposed to do great. Well, here's the gun, and as you can see, the solder is attached to here, and it comes out at the end of this tube. Whenever you click this button, you see it's coming out. Well, let me show you how much I paid for it, and then we're going to talk about something else. Here it is. It's $15.98 with free shipping. So it's not a bad deal, right? Here's the it shows you how it works. You set it up. Comes with the solder. Now, there's different kinds out there, and there's different prices. And some of them could be quite expensive. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something that I didn't know whether it was going to work for me or not. This is my gun. It came broken. This is supposed to be attached to here, and I will end up soldering it, but I didn't want to, because I told you I suck at soldering. So I made a claim. Remember, I already got $16 into this broken item. So I made a claim, and this is their response. I said it would be cheaper on them to send me another gun and the packing label versus me shipping all the stuff back. Well, this is what they said. Print your shipping label by the 16th of March and send it back to them. Well, here's my issue with that. They should have mailed me this shipping label because I don't have a printer. I would have to drive to town, use the library to print up this label, and then drive back home, pack this item back up in the box, drive back to town to ship out this box. It cost me about $3 every time I go to town, each way. So a round trip is around $6.50. And then I would have to pay, the library to print up the label, which is probably 25 cents. But my complaint is I shouldn't have had to do that. These people should have mailed me the stupid label so I can box this thing back up and ship it back to them. And once they received it, then they will give me my money back. And that's not the way it should have went. What should have went is they should have mailed me a new item that wasn't broken, like I asked them to do in the first place, and provided me a shipping label That way I can take that new item out of the box, put the damaged item back in the box, put the shipping label on the box, and taking it to town. So instead of this thing costing me $16, I'm now up to $23 for an item that I don't have, that won't work. You see what I'm getting at? This is not the way to do business. So guess what? They're going to get a negative review from me because that's not the way to do business. Now, if they would have sent me a good item and I loved it, I have a YouTube channel. I would post videos of me soldering stuff on my YouTube channel and the word would get out. But because they're doing the way they're doing, they're getting a negative review from me. You know, that's not the way to do business. But that's what happens when you buy off of eBay. eBay has a 100% guaranteed customer satisfaction. This is only $16. A friend of mine sold a cuckoo clock for $450 or $500 or something like that. The buyer complained that the clock was damaged and not working, that it arrived damaged, and was wanting to send it back to him, and he pays them the money back because eBay has that 100% guarantee customer satisfaction. Well, I'm not satisfied. And this is not the way you do business. In his case, because he has 100% positive reviews and has been dealing with eBay for several years, they told him not to worry about it, that they would take care of it. But this is not the way you do business. And so I'm fixing to give them a negative review, and you can watch it. Leave feedback right here. Negative. Stand by and I'm going to type. I'm only allowed 500 characters. I bought this item. It was delivered broken. I contacted the seller asking them to send me another one along with a packing slip to send the broken one back. Instead, they sent me a message in my email for me to print up a label and return the item. I paid $16 for this item. I don't have a printer. I would have to drive to town and use the library printer. I live in the country. It would cost me about $7 to get this label printed. So now I would be out more money, not the way to conduct business. Negative, negative, negative. I just want y'all to be aware that, you know, even though eBay has 100% customer satisfaction, it's not always in the best interest of the customer. I contacted eBay. They said if it's not resolved by a certain date, to let them step in. Well, it wasn't resolved by a certain date. They stepped in, and the seller sent me an email saying, print this label and ship the item back to us. And once we receive the item, you'll get your money. I think the thing came from China. Anyway, it took a while for it to get in. 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then when I got the item in, it was broken. Had they done me right, like I said, I would have made YouTube video after YouTube video soldering stuff to show y'all how well it works. If it works well, I don't know. It's broken. So I'm going to have to solder it using my old method and then try it out. Like I said, the whole purpose behind this is you put the tip of this soldering iron on the piece, and when the piece gets hot, so does the solder that you keep feeding through. And it looks legit. It looks like it would work. It was cheap enough to try it out, but it's broken. It won't line up. So it needs to be soldered so it lines up with the tip. And you need to wash it because this section gets hot. Because even though there's a shield on here, when you plug it in, this section gets hot. So don't leave it plugged in or burn down your house. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's free to do so. And I try to leave videos that help people out. May God bless each and every one of you.